obviously during the pandemic, we all became Among Us stans. Okay? Because I think that was, aside from maybe like Jack Games, some of the trivia stuff, that was like the pandemic.
The social connection game.
Yes, that everybody played for the first like 9 months of the pandemic. So, with all that being said, Pete, what did we find out this morning?
Among Us is getting an animated TV show. Yeah, that's right. If you've ever wanted to watch the imposters and versus the shipmates, there you go.
CBS Studios is the production company.
Now, here's the thing. The animation studio for it is the animation studio that did Big Mouth.
Yeah.
So they have experience churning out stuff.
And Star Trek Lower Decks.
There you go. The executive producer of the show, it says is Owen Dennis, who created it says HBO Max show, but it's a Cartoon Network show, Infinity Train, which was really good. I really liked it. So yeah, that's going to be, I think it's going to be awesome.
I think that they should get the dudes that did Red versus Blue to do it. Rooster Teeth doesn't work on projects like this. That's not really their shtick. Here's the thing. I think this has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Right? So first off, let's start with the fact that Among Us is loosely based on The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because it was the shape-shifting, alien thing, right? That makes it hard for them to get through there.
Yeah.
I think that there is, if you just listen to the chat logs, the chats on Among Us, okay, and I know you've played with like Grandpa Joe and Mallow and those guys, like it gets hilarious.
There have been entire games where I have, in order to not give myself up with social deduction, because sometimes I'm good at it and sometimes I'm not, I will be off of my microphone and I will just type egg in the chat. That's it.
That's it.
Anything, just the word egg.
Egg.
And it's surprisingly effective. And I could see a character in that show just egg. There's so much comedic potential for this.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's going to be great.
Especially if they get a really good cast for an Among Us animated show.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, who?
Oh, there's so many. First off, there's so many good voice actors that people just don't even think about because they're just voice actors and you don't see them.
Yeah.
But you could really do just a lot with this. CBS, I would say it's going to probably go to Paramount Plus.
Probably.
And honestly, Paramount Plus has been getting a lot better. They have the #1 streaming show right now with Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
Yellowstone is huge. It's about to end. But a lot of their Star Trek stuff on Paramount Plus has been really good. Right. Star Trek Lower Decks has been widely hailed as being just super duper solid. And if it's the same animation studio that's doing Lower Decks, I think they've got a good leg up on this.
Dang.
And you can keep the animation style super simple, super easy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Animation is hard. Let me, as someone who does art, animation people, you're nuts. And thank you for your gift. I don't want to say it's easy.
No.
But it would be an easier thing to animate. It's not complicated shapes.
No.
Stretch them and play with them like Play-Doh and bouncy balls. And
yes.
Yeah, there's so much potential there.
There is. Now, I don't know how long. I think this has got to be a limited series one because I don't know how long it can continue for.
Well,
I think this is perfect for like a 10 to 12 episode run and just, it's good.
You would think that, but kids love Among Us. I mean, adults love Among Us, but kiddos.
Do they do this as a kids show though? Because in spite of the fact that it's animated, Among Us is pretty bloody.
Yes, it is.
There's like bones sticking out of stuff and chopping of necks and things like that. Like it is not a non-violent video game. It's true. Cartoony, but it's pretty graphic for as cartoony as it is.
Yeah, I guess it is. But then you're also like, I grew up with Ren and Stimpy, so I'm kind of like, my qualifications of what's okay for an animated kids show is a little different than maybe modern times. But I mean, maybe 10 to 12 episodes, but if kids are going nuts for it.
Yeah, this feels like it does feel like a very like teenagers. I think this is where this is aimed.
Yeah.
The 12 to 16 set, right? I think that's perfect for something like an Among Us show.
What's the over/under on Matt Mercer voicing a character
35%.
with a cowboy hat on?
35%.
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy, I miss that show, and Invader Zim. I miss Invader Zim too. I was a big Invader Zim stan.
Will the voice actor for that?
For Zim or
For Zim.
For robot Gur.
I mean, either really. Oh my gosh.
Again, there's so much potential with this. You could do so many silly things. I'm hoping it's really, really good. I think we've got a good shot at having a really fun show here. Mm-hmm. And I also think it might renew some interest in playing Among Us.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm curious now. Go ahead and I'm going to Steam charts Among Us, even though it's not just on Steam.
I know they said on the Google Play Store during 2020 it was one of the top downloaded games.
There are 6,500 people playing on Steam alone right now.
Right now.
It's
still a popular game, and here's the thing: it's a good palate cleanser kind of game, right? That you just get a bunch of people together and play.
Yeah.
I do think that it works better if you've got a voice chat thingy like Discord or Ventrilo to use on the back end as opposed to just typing. I
can see so much comedic fodder if they were to be a little meta about it and introduce a voice chat system. Say they have their headsets inside their quote helmets.
TikTok just saying easier to get into than Jackbox. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
I would agree with that statement.
I mean, if you're on mobile, there's some server connection issues, but that's a while ago. I'm sure they've resolved that. But yeah, you just kind of plop in and go.
Yeah, cool.
I'm excited for it.
This is a firmly solid idea. Good job, CBS. And also, congrats to the Among Us crew because they put this game out in 2018 and it didn't do well.
No, not initially.
First 2 years it was out. First couple years it was out. It was not a super popular game. And again, the pandemic kind of blew it up. And I think that it's really, really cool.
Hey nerds, thanks for watching. Visit gamersheavenpnw.com for our merch store, which you can get cool shirts like this and rep some of my awesome art. Also, like and subscribe for more content so we can make more videos for you.